Hi guys, how are you? How are you doing? I'm back with another video. So there's this story I read in Old Testament. I'm not so good at quoting scriptures, especially now that I'm just like getting to read the Bible seriously. So this story is about a certain prophet that God sent to a certain king to tell him not to tell him God sent that prophet to tell the king stop worshipping idols or something. I don't remember what he told him exactly. But this prophet went to the king, said what he said. hmm hmm He oh Lord help me. So the prophet was supposed to come to King Jeroboam, something like that, to tell him to stop doing what? Stop disobeying him and stuff like that. And this king was arrogant. He was like, who are you? Like, tell me that. He was like, get him. And he pointed to the prophet, and when he pointed, the hand remained, like the hand got stuck. From there, it's like the hand got paralyzed, so he couldn't bring it back. So the king was like, he asked the prophet to pray for him so that his hand can be okay. So the prophet prayed for the king and all that, and the king's hand was all right. So the king was like, you know what? I need to appreciate you. I need to you come at my place. Let me have a feast with you. Let me appreciate you by giving you some food and stuff like that. And the king and the prophet was like, you know what? Even if you give me what, I'll not do that. I'll not eat you. I will not eat your meal, or something like that, because God told me that I shouldn't eat anything and I shouldn't use the same route that I came in. So this guy, the point of this story that I'm giving you guys is to stop oversharing, is to stop oversaying everything, right? Because sometimes you do not have to say stuff. Some stuff you don't have to tell them to people. You don't have to tell them to everyone. Excuse me. You don't have to tell them to everyone, because and also sometimes to people who God speaks to, you don't need to tell people everything that God tells you. It's a relationship you're in with God. You're not going to go out there talking about everything He has told, unless He has told you to go and tell His people this and that. But do not overshare things that He has not given you the right to share. And if you've already done that, it's all right. Learn your lesson and do better. But so what happened to the prophet? One thing I want to tell you is that okay, I keep but one thing I want to tell you is that you never know who is listening, and you don't know who is for you and who is not for you. You might be feeling like, oh my God, I'm telling my friend, I'm telling whoever, and yes, you might be telling the right person, but you don't know who is hearing you. So this what happened when the prophet, was all like, I'm not gonna eat your food. I don't need your whatsoever. I don't need your gifts. I'm good because God told me I shouldn't eat your food, or I should not use the route that I used to come. What happened is that there is a certain old prophet that was in that area, I think, and his sons were around when the prophet was telling the king stuff, different stuff. Yeah, what he told I'm not so good with telling stories and stuff like that, so I'm all over the place. But forgive me for that. Yeah. So what happened is that the old prophet's brothers, my God, not brothers, I'm sorry, kids, sons were around. So they ran to their dad and they're like, you know what? There is this certain prophet that has come to the king and he did this and that, and yeah, and he said that he was not going to use, that God told him not to use the route, the same route that he used while coming, and he shouldn't eat anything. So what happened? Because let me tell you, even a child of God, your fellow Christian can be used by the devil. And man, You never know who is going to harm you. You never know who is going to trick you. You never know. You don't know anything. So you might as well be careful, because this story pisses me off in most cases, in many ways. I'm like, why would a fellow prophet do this to his friend? Like, they were supposed to be on the same side. Why did he do that? You know. So so the old prophet came to this prophet that was, sent by God. He was like, you know what? I'm also a prophet. So come with me. Let actually, God, he lied. This guy, the old prophet lied to the main prophet. Okay, let's call him main prophet. So this guy had to lie. He was like, you know what? God has told me that you can come to my place and eat something. We serve the same God, you remember? So it was like, he lied. So even this other prophet, because he didn't discern or something like that, I can't really blame him so much, because when you see your fellow Christian, you're like, oh, we serve the same God, Jesus, of course, that's the main key. So yeah, we are in this thing together, like we are on the same page, so I should trust you. That's why you don't need to trust every human being you find, because you know what, we are all Christians. Who told you? Yes, you can be Christian and they're Christian, but what's the spirit that is in them? Some people, yes, they are in they are Christians. It's written on their forehead. They have the title, but deep inside they are not of God. I don't even know, because what also makes me wonder is what Jesus said, that when, like, when judgment day comes, there are people who will go to him. Jesus, we served you. You know what? We are Christians. We cast out demons. We won souls. And he's like, get out of my face. I do not know you. Why is that? That tells you that not everyone you find on the way, because you're like, oh my God, we are all Christians, is Christian. Indeed, you don't know. So the who was that? This old prophet took the guy to his house and he gave him food. He made him mess up. He tricked him, he lied to him, and the guy made a mistake. So after making the mistake, God doesn't play. He doesn't play. So it was like, I told you not to eat anything, and I told you whatsoever. So guy had to die. Guy died. And actually was it, what was it, the old prophet that killed the guy or something? No, he's not the one that killed him. I think the guy died on his way back, but the old prophet was the one who buried him. So people will mislead you. Those very people that will mislead you, that will trick you and lie to you into doing something wrong, they're the very ones that will come and, yes, they might not bury you like that, but they'll come and blame you and talk nasty about you. Yet they are the ones who led you into doing such something. They'll mislead you. You make a mistake, and because you're like, we are all Christians and all stuff like that, they'll mislead you and do all that, and then they'll be the ones to stone you when you make a mistake. So be careful. Don't overshare things. Even me, I come here, I talk to you guys, I give you my examples, but I don't tell you everything. Actually, you do not know a lot of things about me, because I'm really careful. And I'm not saying that I've never made a mistake of oversharing. I've done it before, but I learned my lessons. So please, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Do not trust any human. Even the Bible tells you that don't trust any human. Does it say that cursed is anyone who trusts a man? Can you imagine? Even God knows that. Okay, of course, his God is the one who created us and everything. He's the one who has the rules and all stuff like that. But God was clear with us. He's like, don't trust no human being. Even if it's your mom, your dad, your friend, your bestie, your husband. Okay, be careful. Of course, I'm not saying that, start tripping, start, walking paranoid. No, but be careful. There are things you don't need to share. And there are things you don't need to share in a certain period of time, but you will share them after some time, when it's ready, when it's the right time, or with the right people. I love you guys. I don't want to make this video very long. If you don't have a personal relationship with God, start it today. He loves you. Peace. I'm out.